dad understands that Bnei Brak, the religious city, is not a good place for us. It's not us, really us. So he turns to the government and asks for help. Hey guys, listen, I have 2 small kids and I don't have any money. We don't have a place to be and I can't live in Bnei Brak. Can you please help us find a house? Can you help us find a place to live? So the government helps us. We get 1 room, 1 hotel in a city called Bat Yam. It's a hotel for immigrants. We get a small room, a very small room, but it's a beautiful room. It's close to the sea, in front of the sea, 1 bed, a very, very, very small fridge, a mini bar, you know, like in the hotels. No kitchen. We can't cook, and there is no place to wash the clothes. Harsh, right? Not for me. For me, it was heaven, because there was no snakes and no rats. There was no snakes and no rats. So for me, it was pure heaven. Hi, RoziCT. Welcome to my podcast. Why RoziCT? 2 reasons. First, I had a very harsh life. I had no other way but to read people. Every person that came to my life, I had to read him. The second reason, I love the mind. Our marvelous mind. Everything we have in our life is through the mind. It starts there. That's why every day I learn the mind and I teach it. Well, let's talk about what happened then. Then I looked at the room like it was the beautiful, most precious thing ever. That was the closest to home I had for so long. We had 1 bed for all 3 of us. And we had a small fridge, no washing machine, nothing. But I loved the place. Then I thought that was home. I felt home because it was calm and it was ours. And there was no religious people, so I wasn't afraid and different. They looked like me, the people around us. But now I understand things differently. Now when I look back in those days when I was like 9.5 years old, I look at me and my dad and my brother and I don't understand how we lived there without even having a kitchen, without having an ordinary fridge, that we couldn't freeze anything and we couldn't cook anything or even wash our clothing. We would wash with hand all the clothing. Now I don't understand how we lived there. Well, this is something I learned in life. There is a faculty of the mind called perception. How we look at things. Then I thought it was heaven. Now I think, how did we live there? How did we live in a place with no kitchen? Everything in life is the way we look at it. From the side we look at it. If I tell Mr. Trump to fly first class, he will never do so. He only flies on his personal jet, right? But if I ask a person that is living in a street to take a flight, an ordinary flight, it will be his ever biggest joy ever. Practical tip. So in every event in life, how do we look at it? Take an event of your life and ask yourself, what do I look at? What I have or what I don't have? And how big it is for me? And why shouldn't we think big? Why shouldn't we think big? Why wouldn't we think and dream big? You have endless potential. You can be, do, and have whatever you want, no matter what has been and gone in your past, right? Look at my life. You can have anything you want. It doesn't matter what went on in your life, how harsh your life was. Who are the people in your life? Now, in this minute, here you have endless potential. Then dream. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What do you really want? Your wildest dream. So let's talk about the next episode. Are we going to stay in the hotel? What will happen next? And the most important thing, what will you learn out of it? My life is just a metaphor that it's a true story, but a metaphor I want you to take to your life. Listen to it again and again and again, and ask yourself, how can I change how I think, how I feel, and my behavior will be changed automatically, and the results will be different. I want you to follow us and understand that this podcast is based on the universe laws. Everything is based on the universe laws. You can go with it or without it. So, follow us. Let's talk about environment. We become our environment. So follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, RoziCT. Follow us on our community on Facebook, $1 Million Life and Biz. I am RoziCT. See you next week. Have a great day.